It's the pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, I'm sure starting the season at home would be their preference, because these fans are not going to make it easy on them tonight. But their focus is still going to be on walking out of that building 1-0. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't get there, reach their goals, they just
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We've got an electric crowd here at Toronto's Air Canada Centre. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Centre. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Lavoy Allen. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's George in at the small forward. Now, here's George. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Ellis. From deep. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Mahinmi's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Pacers. Lowry against Hill. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Buries the jump shot.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket. And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
Now here's Allen. The three from George. And the shot is good. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lowry against Hill. Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. And on the topic of Lowry, he became only the third Toronto Raptor ever, Clark, to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosch and Vinsanity, the other two. Lowry also participated in the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Man, he's been outstanding as a point guard.
And a tenacious leader for the Raptors. Yeah. Here's Lowry. Paul George making his last shot. The drive by Lowry. Terrific design on the pick flick, and he lays it in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
George dishes to Mahinmi. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pulls up. No good. Nice D from DeRozan. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Kicks to George. The three from Hill. Here's Mahinmi. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Shots good by Ellis.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot for Monte Ellis. The thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's the T.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to speak with Dwayne Casey for a moment. A key concern for his side is how to keep Monte Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monte Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Lowry kicks to DeRozan.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Turner's checked in for Allen. And here are the Pacers now. It's a 3-point game. George passes to Mahinmi. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Hill against DeRozan. Hill dishes to Mahinmi. And George kicks to Mahinmi. Back to George. Indiana moving it around. It's stolen by DeRozan. Dishes to Lowry. Excellent D there from Hill. Pacers leading by 5. Now the pass to Ellis. It's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Raptors with some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, for Damari Carroll, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Ty Lawson subbed in for George Hill. Here's Stuckey, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Pacers didn't have the year they wanted to last season. Still, their defense was right near the top. They kind of hang their head on that, don't they?
Exactly. I mean, that is what this team's culture is all about, defense. And even in a down year, they were very hard to play against for other teams.
Now, how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
He feeds it to Powell. To the left side wing. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Patterson. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Hill.
And the Pacers defense as strong as ever. And you mentioned 4th in points allowed in terms of their opponents. How about 3rd also in opponent field goal percentage?
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Joseph. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shoots from 14, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, with the Pacers, a lot of their success.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that.